evening, all you top-notch awesome people out there, and all you people that are just not really awesome, but working on it. Anyway, my name is Scott Churchson, alongside Mr. Davion Bussey. Down below me is Mr. Robert Buddy the Elf Manning, and this is Tales from the Film Set, where we're going to be talking about movies, talking about pop culture, and in this case, probably talking a lot about Deadpool. Obviously, you may have heard about this, but there's a couple actors in Hollywood by the name of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. They're making a movie. It's called Deadpool. It's basically a team up buddy comedy action movie alongside a character named Wolverine. I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of these characters or not, but if you are part of the comic book genre and one of those nerds, you might have heard of it at some point. Anyway,
how dare you?
I don't know. I mean, listen, for censorship purposes, is dead really the word we want to use? Should we call it living impaired pool? You know, alternatively alive. What do they call it? De-aliving pool?
Unalive.
Unalive. That's right. Unalive is the word we don't use dead anymore. So it's not Deadpool. It's unalive pool.
How dare they?
Yeah, we're gonna call it unalive pool and Wolverine.
See, I have a Deadpool robe.
You
have an unalive robe.
And I have a Deadpool Pikachu.
Which honestly, that is freaking awesome. That really
That's
is.
unalive chew.
I don't care.
Yeah, let me highlight that for a second here. Like I said, he's got Rob. I know you got merch too. We're going to show that in a sec. But you know, I mean, by the way, do you have anything in the back with Deadpool?
Who, me?
Yeah. Day. Yeah.
Oh.
Anything? You got to have something back there, right?
Yeah.
Show it off, sir. Show.
Matter of fact, let me do this.
You're gonna throw your shoulder out if you keep this up, man. You're gonna be
I'm too strong. I'm stronger than Ox. I do got a Deadpool Funko. Well, I got a couple of them. But I do have a Deadpool statue, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, that's
so.
That's cool. That is really cool.
And I never took it out the box.
That's also cool. Mwamba, how are you doing? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. So
what's up?
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I got
good to see you, man. So, oh yeah, more Deadpool. Yep.
More Deadpool.
How
many Deadpool can you say, Davey? I got so many that you could tell he's a fan.
Nice. Yeah. I was gonna say you got the jacket on from the end of the movie. You know, Rob.
Rob.
There. I was gonna actually highlight Rob and what he was wearing, but as soon as I said the word Rob, he left. So
sorry.
It's all right. So let me go back to the regular screen again.
Something off myself.
Oh, and the Pikachu.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we'll be talking, like I said, a lot of Wolverine, Deadpool, Wolverine. We will be talking the bromance between the two of them because the reality is they have been tight for about 17 years now, you know, and it must be really, really tough to be good looking, wealthy, and have friends that are good looking and wealthy, you know. You know what? Let me show you something real quick. This, by the way, I have drawn comparisons technically to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking, with that comment that came to my Instagram a while back. I clarified this with that person. It is not a Ryan Reynolds. It is in fact Deadpool himself. So I have been told I am a combination of the guy from Adam Ruins Everything and Deadpool himself.
Oh wow.
Yes. So yeah.
So before we start with the movie with Deadpool and Wolverine,
yeah,
should we talk about was it Collect-a-Con?
We can talk about Collect-a-Con too. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that because you were there this week. You had a couple cons this week. Another one in Brooklyn. You had that one too. Before we get to that though, Rob's pulling out his own merch. He's got the shirt as well.
I'll show off my shirt first.
Yes. And I have a hat that says Wolf. Whoopee. I'm so weak on this one. I suck so much.
Oh.
So.
And then
good man.
I have the giant 10-inch.
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine, and for anyone that doesn't know what the 10-inch pop, I'll show you what a regular, which is the 4-inch, which is the Deadpool the Duck.
Yes, and I got.
Here's a comparison between the two. So, and then we also have. I just did.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did have a Deadpool keychain, but he went. Oh, there he is. And then. Whee.
Nice.
Oh, but I also got a Deadpool riding a unicorn with
our entire show is basically you guys showing off your Deadpool merch and me having nothing to compare with and feeling like a fool. So, but yeah.
Do you have anything Wolverine?
I really don't. I mean, well, I you know what I probably should do just for funsies. If I want to get something, I should really get the LJN game. The X-Men LJN game, and just just display that. Because again, that shows my age a little bit. Because I come from the era of you're into gaming and you're into video games and comics, you nerd, and then they beat the crap out of you and give you atomic wedgies. Different time. Different time. But like I said, in this case here, we got. By the way, Rob, I want to show this to you also. I showed it to him real quick. This was a comment that came into my Instagram. I have drawn comparisons. I did verify that he is not referring to Ryan Reynolds in this case, but rather Wade Wilson. And apparently he told me outright I looked like a combination between Adam Ruins Everything and Wade Wilson.
Okay.
The internet.
Wow, at least you got a reference of being Wade Wilson.
But yeah, it was actually, I think it was the same day or day after where somebody was like, dude, you're kind of ugly. But true. Like I said, we're going to be talking Deadpool. Theory is this movie is probably going to do okay financially.
More than okay.
It might do okay, but here's a question I'm going to throw out there. You guys, basically, I'm going to pull something up for a second. Bollocks. Right now, like I said, these guys have been tight for 17 years. They have been together since like 2008 originally, from my understanding. And it's one of those things that you look at the two of them and you're kind of like, yeah, they're good looking. They're rich. Here's my problem. I had to reboot my computer before, so I had all my pictures loaded up and set up, and I had to redo it again. So I'm actually really kind of pissed off about that. But in your case, let me ask you this. When are you guys going to go see it?
Probably. I know. Well, if I go to see it Monday, I'll go see it Monday. But I'm definitely going to try to see it probably Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
If it's available. I didn't pre-own my ticket because I was supposed to go to the red carpet.
I know, dude.
What happened? They
forgot about me. But I was there for the Deadpool 2 premiere.
You were.
I mean, hey, I would take that as a win. At least you got to go to. And did you meet Ryan Reynolds at the second one?
Yes and no. I saw him from a distance because they made me put on my mascot outfit as Deadpool. So you don't know who I am.
Hashtag the struggle is real.
It's okay. We've been to a lot of movie premieres.
So I want to pull something up. Actually, I want. Pardon me while I whip this out.
Okay, let me.
But I was gonna say, I don't know when I'm seeing it. I wanted to see it on Friday night, but I kind of volunteered to do a double shift. So I think I'm gonna go see it Saturday. I'm gonna see it the earliest I can, but it'll probably be about Saturday at 4 p.m.
Okay. Take a look at this, by the way. I'm going to show this to you. This is the list of the highest grossing R-rated movies of all time.
Okay.
Now, Joker is at the there's a lot of takeaways that I found from this, and the 10 facts. Basically, this is going to tie into the facts that you gave me. The 10 facts on Deadpool 1 that I have, the video. I'm going to mention this, but 3 of the 4 top grossing R-rated movies of all time are comic book movies.
Yeah.
Joker, Deadpool 2, Deadpool 1, and Oppenheimer. And when you look, I was going to say, when you look at Joker, that barely cleared $1 billion. That is probably something that should, in theory, be eclipsed by this one because of the sheer star power of everybody that's involved in this.
I was gonna say, and it's nice to see that you got the years up, because I know in one of our fun facts that Deadpool was the highest grossing rated R movie.
Yeah.
At the time, yes.
Which I think it's gonna do again.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman alone sells this entire movie. One of our other video, I know one of the facts I sent, I didn't send you because I got confused. But one of the other fun facts,
Logan is number 8 too. I got to reference that. Although it's different breed of comic book movie than the rest. But
I'm going to stop you right there, Rob. You said Hugh Jackman is the one that's pretty much just a sell. I don't think so, because I'm telling you, I don't think so. I'm putting my opinion in. I really feel is the sell is where they're going to go with the MCU and how many cameos are going to basically be presented in this film.
Oh boy.
Are you done, right? Or I mean, Dave?
And the story. So the story.
Let me move you up there for a sec.
The story. How many cameos? And where the MCU is going to go. Kevin Feige already announced that we are entering the mutant saga.
Mm-hmm.
So Deadpool and Wolverine will basically be up there. I mean, hey, it may make $1 billion.
It will.
It definitely. I hope it does. I don't know, because I didn't go to the premiere to put it in.
Well, I watched the premiere, or I seen the live stream. This movie definitely going to hit $1 billion. I do want to say one quick thing about today's comment real quick. Yes, Wolverine. So one of the fun facts that we didn't add, because I didn't understand it at the time, was they said that last cameo of, even though it was that was from Deadpool 2, would be the last time
the share montage.
We see Hugh Jackman. The internet broke when they made that little video of when Ryan's on the couch and Hugh's going up the stairs and says, "Hey Ryan, you want to be in the next?" "Hey Hugh, you want to be in the next Deadpool movie?" "Sure, Ryan." That is the number one reason why people are going. Yes, they're going to obviously go for cameos. But this guy has done Wolverine for 25 years, and we thought we wouldn't get him back. And now he's in his classic suit that he said tonight on the Marvel live stream. He wished he'd been in the suit the entire time now that he's actually put it on.
He was given the option in the first X-Men movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyclops asked him if you would prefer yellow spandex. He didn't say yes. That's his fault.
He was saying ever since he's put it on, he kind of he said he wished that's the way they would have kept it.
Real talk, I hate the yellow spandex. Always have. I preferred the brown one that now X-Men 97 now has. So I'm happy about that. But,
but yes, cameos alone, and that brings up a question that we can answer later. But do you think trailers are going to hurt this movie?
No.
Because
I think they're going to feed.
I'm saying the massive spoilers that just got dropped in the last final trailer.
No, because there's more spoilers. That's
true.
Not only spoilers. They didn't show who's playing the other variants of Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't show all the other variants of other Marvel characters, because they did say there are other variants that's in this film that
Cal Dodd might make an appearance from the animated film.
That would be nice, but it frustrates me to watch the last trailer. And spoiler, if you have not seen the last trailer, because X-23 appeared, we did not need to see that in the trailer. That could have been held.
But you know what I think is going to hurt this movie more than that, and this is the weird part of it. The writer's strike last year prevented writers on set from making adjustments. Now, one of the facts that you pulled up, in your video was the fact that Ryan Reynolds paid the 2 chief writers from Deadpool 1 to be on set. He paid for them out of their own pocket so they can give input and ideas on the fly and on set. The issue that existed last year during the writer's strike was the fact that they were not legally allowed to do that. And that's where my concern with this comes in a little bit, where you can't have that adjustment. You can't have that. You're not even allowed to ad lib. You have to stick to the script all the way through.
But that's why they stopped production, right?
They went for a while.
Yeah.
There's a lot of productions that actually kind of work the way they would come back and do reshoots and everything like that. That's fine. But I have to wonder a little bit if that's going to hurt things a small bit, just because of the fact that this movie is like so much ad lib, and now you just pull that away.
I don't know. The writers were talking, and they said they got full control of what they were able to write and stuff. And they said, and Ryan himself, they said he was a writer and producer. So it sounds like Ryan got to write things.
Yeah, but like I said, you can't adjust on the fly in the moment. That's the problem. So basically, if you have a line, I'm going to use a Seinfeld reference. These pretzels are making me thirsty. You cannot legally change that to I'm getting thirsty from these pretzels.
Right.
So, and because, like I said, Deadpool is such an ad lib heavy character, I don't know if that constricted things a little bit. I'm just speculating from my time in the industry that it's plausible that it could hurt it a little bit.
These movies have shown.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yeah, I'll make some good points.
I think it's going to hit $1 billion regardless.
Oh, it will.
It will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a very low bar to hit.
A low bar?
Yeah, that's a low bar to hit to break $1.1 billion.
Oh, you're saying it's very doable.
Oh yeah, 100% doable. I mean, honestly, it's more than doable.
Yeah,
because again, the star power.
I think alone with seeing tonight, and I'm sorry, Day, that you did not get to go to the wonderful premiere. I'm sorry. But I hope you watched the live stream I sent, even though you weren't there, because just feeling the energy and seeing the amount of people that were just there, it made me more hyped to see the movie. And my question is, why was Ned there from Spider-Man?
Maybe there's a Tom Holland crossover. I mean, listen, it could be that, or he just kind of showed up, or he's plugging, whatever. Dude, the problem is we don't even know what Ned's real name is. We just know him as Ned.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Does anyone actually know what that actor's name is?
I just know him as Ned.
It's like Tom Holland, Zendaya, and other guy. It's like the three tenors. You got Pavarotti, Placido Domingo, and like the other guy, Ferrari or something.
Much love to
basically in this case, Davion Robb and that other guy in the dumb hat.
The Wolf.
Yeah.
Jacob,
I gotta get a stream punk hat. So.
Jacob Batalon.
Yeah. Zut à l'heure. So, but like I said, in this case, you look at this has been, like I said, a long time coming, because these guys are just amazing. It's funny. I've been on sets before and I've seen bromances. I remember back in Gotham, back in 2015. Nobody realized this, but Donald Logue and Michael Chiklis were crazy tight, very, very tight. Same group, same. Michael Chiklis was the thing. Donald had done like Blade and some other things at that point, but the two of them were like the same age group. The two of them were really kind of like that blue collar sort of tough guy attitude there, and they gelled from day one. First scene from Chiklis, where he's throwing a chair, his first scene, they were just like, bam, just in, and they would sit there, they'd sit there between takes and just swap stories about what was going on like The Thing or whatever, Logue had going on. And it was funny just to kind of watch them, these two character actors that just accomplished what they'd accomplished and were just chilling casually. It's like, so basically I put on the Thing suit. It's like, and it's neat because sometimes you just gel with people on set really well. The MCU is not back yet.
It's not back, because to me, I feel as though even if Deadpool and Wolverine was a major success, they got other films to lead up. They need to basically be in that level. They have to follow that lead. Where's Rob?
He was offended. I probably had an internet burp. Like I said, the summer is screwing things up. I lost Wi-Fi before, so.
And I really think that, yeah, if this movie becomes a huge success, the other ones have to follow its lead.
And that's the problem. I think because of the fact that Deadpool is such a left field movie versus anything in the MCU may just revert back to what it is. Because remember, Deadpool 1 and 2 worked, but you've seen a lot of flops from the MCU since. You know, I mean, Captain America, Brave New World, who knows what that's going to be? I mean, Harrison Ford's in it.
That looks good.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I was so hyped for like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
And I love Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I like that. That was decent.
It was okay. I mean, here's the thing. I had a hard time with the whole, you know, we need to save the family business, but we have no money to do it. But it's like, yeah, you know, you're friends with people that are just basically, you know, they're just print money, you know. And even if you want to do it yourself, it's like, hi, I'm Falcon, you know. And when I'm basically getting tired out there, I take 5-hour energy. Here's a bag of money. Boom, business sold. You know, business saved. And it was one of those things that pride before the fall it irked me a little bit from this standpoint.
I get you, because even with that, I was sitting there because I was wondering about that script. I was like,
the dude had a game genie for literal like infinite coin.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there like, you're Falcon / Captain America. Yeah. You can have people come and help and donate. And it was a head scratcher.
Look at what you guys just did. I mean, basically, you went to Contropolis. Rob, you've been to how many cons? You know, how much would people pay just to go to a convention and basically, you know, take a selfie with Falcon / New Captain America? You could start that shit at like $500 for just like done.
Well, yeah, they do charge up. Like Tom Hiddleston just went to a con, and he's charging $300.
But I'm not talking Tom Hiddleston. I'm talking the guy that helped save the world twice.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying the MCU actors are starting to go to cons.
Yeah, but I'm saying the character himself can go to any convention and just basically. Now you see it. Yeah. Falcon could literally show up in the costume and charge.
So you're talking about like what they did in Miss Marvel's, where she went to a Comic-Con, you know, to meet her hero.
Yeah. You know.
Or was supposed to, I think.
Yeah.
But like I said, this Deadpool is such a different movie from all the other MCU content that even if it succeeds, which it probably will, it's not going to save what has already been laid out for 2025, 6, 7, and 8.
You're right.
You know, I think basically MCU has to pretty much just flush everything that they've got.
Right.
And just start scratch. And there's some talk that they might do that. But
put that on picture back up again.
The two of them.
You want to know what this reminds me of? Picture me in the center, like this. In the center of that, make a lethal weapon. And I'm Danny DeVito. Oh, Joe Pesci. Sorry, Joe Pesci.
Hang on a minute. Do it again.
Okay. Think of
no. Do the face again. Okay. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
But yeah, like picture me, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman.
Well, it almost happened, Dave, but it's okay.
No, it still can happen. Dreams do come true, damn it.
Yes, they do.
You'll just have to wait for Deadpool 4.
Yeah.
Hey.
The Deadpoolining.
By that time, I'll probably be in the movie.
There you go.
There you go. I was going to say, because we are going to see Hugh again. This ain't the last time we're seeing Hugh.
True.
True.
They're talking about bringing him for the Secret Wars movie.
Well, if you can milk the franchise, like I said, every dollar you can get out of it.
Yeah. They talking about bringing almost everybody from Fox and a new wave of heroes. So, it's going to be the MCU is going to be Fox, and you're going to have others that probably MCU or somebody never thought of.
Question is, who do we think is in Lady Deadpool?
Oh yeah,
I'm still throwing my hat as what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Taylor. Either people are saying it's Taylor or Blake Lively.
I was gonna say which Lively. Yeah, which Lively is he married to? I forget.
Ryan's related. Ryan's married. Sorry, Ryan's married to Blake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's Robin Lively out there too, and I always forget which one is which.
But yeah, it's Blake Lively. It's either Blake or Taylor. Ryan does not know himself. He said in the interview, but Hugh knew. So that was pretty interesting, which made it seem like it is Blake. But Hugh's like, I'm not saying a single thing. But Ryan said that he told them specifically, you can pick whoever you want, but do not tell me. So he'll be finding out for the first time tonight in the movie.
Interesting. Okay.
So
that's actually really smart though, because it lets him be surprised too.
Right. I mean, and that's, to be honest, and that's what I was saying about the trailers is nowadays it helps to just not watch any of the trailers if you want to be totally not spoiled from the movie.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, after watching No Way Home and not knowing for sure that the 3 Spider-Mans were going to be in it.
Yeah. Hey, people magazine.
Sorry, I had
to do it.
You could tell I was working on this actually behind the scenes. It took a little longer than I wanted, but I'll send it to you.
What's funny is it looks like they're punching Day.
It does actually, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm right there in the center. This is better than actually going to the red carpet premiere.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, Day, who you playing, Day?
So since it's Deadpool and Wolverine, I really don't want to play this guy because I feel as though Method Man got him. So if I'm in the center and it has something to do with going back in time and stuff, I would say Bishop.
Yeah, okay.
But my preferred character in the Marvel film, in this movie, in this MCU, I wouldn't mind being Blue Marvel.
Who's that?
Blue Marvel is a new Marvel.
Okay.
David Tooth. I love you, Kyle. Yeah. But no, Blue Marvel. I would prefer being Blue Marvel.
Who's Blue Marvel?
Look him up, man. Look him up.
Or tell the people.
All right, Blue Marvel is pretty much the whole story with Blue Marvel is same thing as Captain Marvel, but his got hit with, I think his happened a long time ago before Captain Marvel.
And he's in this movie?
No. They never introduced the character.
Oh, okay. I thought you were wanting a character that was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, he's not introduced yet. Thank you. That's Blue Marvel.
Okay. So Reed Richards, gotcha.
Huh?
I was messing. I said, so Reed Richards, gotcha.
You know, I can't with you. But there's another outfit. He only wears that like back in the days when he was representing and protecting America.
Okay.
And pretty much the world.
I don't really know the character, but it's a sleek look though.
Yeah. But he has a better outfit.
Okay.
So I'll play Blue Marvel, and he doesn't age. Ha ha.
There you go. Okay.
But you do. Ha ha.
But Hollywood, guess what? CGI and AI. Ha ha.
Ah.
Let's not talk about AI.
It's coming to cake. It's coming to.
It's the future. To take people's jobs.
No,
it's gonna take over the planet.
Technically, it'll be easier in a way where to basically handle the aging process.
And it'll be where they don't have to have extras anymore because they can just use AI.
But in the counter of that, if you look and use people's likeness, you have to pay them residuals, even if you use AI.
No,
right?
No, you are not legally required. If you sign a waiver that says that basically you can use my likeness, they can use it in perpetuity as much as they want and not have to pay residuals for it.
Seriously?
100%, yes. especially on a non-union side. Let me give you an example. This is not AI, but this is a good example of this. I know a guy that he got paid $40 to do one picture for Onion News, or for the Onion News Network, and he got paid $40 for that image. That image ended up actually flipping through the internet, ended up on Colbert, ended up on The Tonight Show. It ended up on a lot of different places, Comedy Central. He got paid $40 for that one time and that one image. And that was like 10 years ago.
Wow.
If you look at certain things like the voice of Siri, whatever her name is, that teacher, I think in this case, Siri, she got paid a flat amount of money. She never got residuals on that, ever. The issue that SAG had with the with the AI part of it was frankly only a stopgap. It is going to be the future, and I can't say it's wrong entirely because it's what the future is. Will it kill the jobs? Yes. Will it? They took our jobs. Yes, they took your job, but it's going to happen. It is an inevitability. You look at what ChatGPT, and people make fun of what AI does now, where sometimes you get like 3 thumbs or whatever. That's now. It is a scientific fact that we are currently 20 years behind what scientists are doing at their top level right now. So if you think about what life is like here at a scientific level, at the top level, that was 2004. So they are currently living in 2044.
Oh, wow.
And with that, I probably just scared the crap out of you. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
But
anyway, got those Mets. But
back to Deadpool Wolverine. Yes, It's going to be a huge success. There's no questions about it. It'll be more successful than that movie that should have never been made called Twister.
Which, by the way, you saw that, didn't you?
Yes, and I tried making a video for the page, but I figured it would be better if I talked live because I want to talk negative about it, but I don't want to talk negative about it at the same aspect. And what I mean by that is if Twister never existed, then this would be a solid movie. But because the original exists, they did not bring any original cast members back for this movie. There is one thing that ties the movie. I'm not going to give spoilers, but there is something that ties technically the movie that's shown at the beginning that's like, okay, there's the nod, same universe, but that's all they did with it. The visuals were great. Like I said, I want to love this movie, but I feel in a way it was a disrespect in a way. Would you say Yes, I would. The acting was great, but like I said, if you didn't have the first one and this is all you've seen, it's a great movie. But because we have the first one, it just, I wish they would have tied because they could have, and this is my plot, how you could have put the two movies together. Kyle, yes. These buds, is they could have
blew you away.
They could have easily gave a tribute to Bill Paxton's character.
I was going to mention
Helen Hunt in that would have the most experience with tornadoes, the character-wise, and say this is what this character died loving or something like that. You could have did a tribute, brought back original cast members, and this movie would have made more than $120 million this weekend, guaranteed. But
he keeps throwing. I'm going to keep posting.
Yeah, no, it's great. I will say I did find out something after I watched the movie, which I didn't catch, you didn't realize, but Bill Paxton's son is a cameo in the movie.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
Well, it's cute, but not cute because of what they did to the character. That's all I'm going to say to that.
Oh, douche.
Douche.
Because, Carrie Elwes was, I mean, here's the thing. I don't really remember Twister, the first one.
Yeah.
I remember Carrie Elwes was in it. Did he die, though, in the first one?
No, Carrie's alive. It's Bill that passed away. And no,
Carrie Elwes, the actor, is alive. But, the character. Did the character die in the first one?
Oh.
I don't know.
Because Carrie Elwes, you easily could have brought back on that too.
And you could have brought Helen Hunt. Still looks really good. Carrie does. You could have. There are still many. There are a couple that passed because the guy with the blonde hair that was a little bigger. And I'm not meaning that offensive way.
Was that Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah.
I think that
was like 12 years ago.
But so there's a couple that passed, but you still had a lot of characters you could have brought back in this movie. And even if it was a quick cameo to help out the team or something like that, I just feel like I want to give it a good plus. But like I said, when I tried doing the review, I tried making about 5 different videos, and my review is very twisted. My review is all over the place. Pun, Twister. Yeah, it got twisted. Yeah.
But here's the thing: the original Twister movie was unique. Was it great? Nah, not really. But it was okay. We're making a disaster movie based on tornadoes. Okay, you can get behind that. But at this point, like you said, you've already seen that, and especially 30 years since. That's the problem now. It's like all these old movies. Beverly Hills Cop 4, Axel Foley. Happy Gilmore 2. They're going to start filming, I think, in September here in Jersey.
Yes.
I'm pissed because I loved Happy Gilmore, the first one. I don't want to see it come cash grab on this.
I will say that I did watch Beverly Cops 4, and it was hilarious. It was a good movie. It was better than the third one that we don't talk about.
Wonderworld.
Wonderworld.
I will say it's funny the things that Eddie Murphy says in the movie that he's like, I can get away with this, but if you say this, you can't get away with this. And it's just funny the dynamics of bringing today's culture, and they even reference all when they're going through the files, they name the different years, which referenced all the movies, which I thought was great because they're like, you did this and this year, and this year. I was like, wait, did they just reference all the movies? And I was like, yep. But that movie was good too. And I thought that was good. And that's what this movie could have been. You bring back some, because that's the trend right now, is bring back original cast members. Most of the time your movie will do good. I think the problem with Ghostbusters was that we've already seen these characters return in the last movie, and you didn't bring any extra characters that gave it more of a shock factor. Like the Beetlejuice movie we're about to get in September. I think that's going to be a cash grab too. You put that right before Halloween, and you're bringing back everybody. Oh, not everybody, but you're bringing some people back. But yeah,
most of them. Jeffrey Jones obviously is not for different reasons, but
if you haven't watched the first one, then this movie is as good as a 9.
Okay.
I would say with visuals, the storyline was pretty good. Basically your kind of basic thing, but they did do a twist. It's not the exact same storyline as the original Twister. But if you didn't see it, I'd give it a 9. If you saw it, I'd give it more I don't know, with the disrespect that I feel, more like a 6. But that's just as a person that loves, because here's the difference. I'll go watch the Twister from the 90s. I can watch that over and over. I'm probably not going to rewatch this one. It doesn't have that feeling of me wanting to go watch it multiple times.
Yeah, so, you know what? I can get behind that, but again, it's what they call requels. Now you mentioned Ghostbusters Afterlife. What made Afterlife work to me is the cameos didn't show up till the very end of the movie.
Yes.
They didn't just drop them in the beginning and be like, "Hey, look, here's a paycheck." I mean, they built the entire character behind McKenna Grace, between Paul Rudd, Finn, the mom whose name is drawing blank. They built their story, and then as an addendum was like, okay, here's the OGs coming back, and the way they handled it with Harold Ramis, my God, that was, I mean, dude, I'm getting emotional just talking about it.
Yeah,
they handled that so brilliantly well. But what's neat about that also, which this is something that nobody seems to talk about, the guy that they used to body double for Harold Ramis was Bob Gunton. You know, the guy from Shawshank Redemption, the evil boss from Shawshank Redemption. Wow. This dude had like a 40-year career. I think he was nominated for an Academy Award or something. He's the guy that did an uncredited, like, you know, body double cameo for Harold Ramis. And it's like, dude, you got that guy to do it? Dude.
Wow.
You know, but yeah.
What I also want to say with that, I also believe that they should have introduced a live action Extreme Ghostbusters cameo.
Yeah.
If they would have done that in this Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, you know how many people that nostalgia would have blew people's minds if they would have just surprised, okay, we got the old people back. No offense. If they would have introduced Extreme Ghostbusters on top of that, because they already initiated the fact that there is a division that the Ghostbusters have in different countries.
You know, I almost wonder if that's a bad move. I mean, listen, I get where you're coming from, but I think that's almost too esoteric that the general mainstream audience might not get it. I would consider it akin to the end of Solo, where Darth Maul showed up. A lot of people were scratching their head and being like, why is he alive? He died in the end of episode 1. But you had to know Clone Wars and all that kind of storyline. I almost wonder if Extreme Ghostbusters, as good as it was for its era, would have been difficult in this particular case, because a lot of people, frankly, are not familiar with it. You know, they know the cartoon show from the 80s, sure. They might even know the film, you know, the Filmation one, you know, from the 80s also. But Extreme Ghostbusters sort of flew under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Although Egon had a ponytail, which I always thought was kind of cool.
So,
I mean, they could have did some kind of cameo like they did with the Dungeons and Dragon and Dragon movie that they did. They showed a cameo of the original cartoons as live action.
Yeah.
They were a quick little scene, and the true fans knew who they were. But you're right. There are going to be people that would be like, oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But there was like that nostalgic factor, you know. It's like, and that's why I think the Deadpool Wolverine movie is going to do great, because the people that have loved Hugh for 25 years, you know, they're getting to see him again and in the right suit. So, yes.
And meanwhile, Doug Ray Scott is like, I had to do Mission Impossible 2 and turn this down.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, okay, Russell Crowe turned it down fine, but Russell Crowe did okay. He did not hurt his career. But Doug Ray Scott ended up on Batwoman. It's like the only thing he's done since. But to be the baddie in Mission Impossible 2, which at the time, not the worst idea, but in retrospect, whoops.
Yeah, I did love when I sent you the list of the potential different people that were supposed to play the different people.
Yeah.
It was hard trying to find Ryan Reynolds. There wasn't, I think I sent you one, but there wasn't many.
Yeah, you sent me a lot of stuff on. I mean, like I said, for me, I always love the alternate choices. You know, the Vanessa character being like Taylor Schilling from Orange is the New Black, that sort of thing. One thing that I will say that's actually kind of funny is in 2015 for Gotham, Morena Baccarin was on there at the time, you know, as Leslie Tompkins. And she had to leave at one point to go do reshoots for Deadpool. So they had to write her character out because they got her. Okay, this is where we're going to get a little bit more into the dicey side of it, a little TMZ side of it. I was there for this. I remember this firsthand. So back, let's set the Wayback Machine for 2015. Morena Baccarin is currently married to another guy and secretly dating Ben McKenzie, who plays Jim Gordon on the show.
Yep.
Whoopsie, she gets pregnant. And as a result, she is pregnant. We all know it, but the public doesn't yet, because of the fact that it hadn't reached that part of it. And it caused an immense amount of strain on the set, because Baccarin, you know, was still married to this other guy. You know, she got knocked up by her co-star. He's going to be a dad for the first time. He can't tell anybody about it. And it was one of those things that after a while, obviously big surprise with pregnancy, you start to show. And there was no way to really hide it. So when she was like 5 months pregnant, I think, was about the time that the public became aware of this. And by that point, the entire dynamic of like the show changed because Ben McKenzie was like, I can't talk about the fact I'm going to be a dad, to holy shit, I'm going to be a dad. But it was such a weird experience because she's there and she's starting to show, and like the world doesn't know it, but we did. And it's like in sort of like a taboo sort of way here. And I think she was separated from her husband at the time. So it wasn't like they were, they were together. They were separated, but it was still this really dark cloud over the entire Gotham set at the time. So they wrote the pregnancy itself, and eventually she lost the baby through miscarriage. But that's how they wrote her out of the show, to have the baby she became pregnant on the show. And then she went and did the reshoots for Deadpool. Gotham was a mess. It was honestly, as cool as it was, and watch the explosions, that was a brutally difficult shoot. Comic book, nobody realizes how difficult comic book content is to shoot. So much smoke, so much overnight, so slow moving. You have so many days that end at 7 a.m. on Saturday and start again 7 a.m. on Monday. You burn all your entire Saturday just to recharge your batteries, and you have one day to get back to start doing your 75-hour work weeks. It's tough.
Wow. Yeah, no, that cast is amazing. And actually, speaking of Gotham, I can't wait to meet Jerome, the character that's like the Joker.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, Jerome, yeah, okay.
Cameron,
that's crap. I forget his name. I stood in for him early on in season 2 too.
He's going to be at Chicago, which I hope we get. I know we won't know until August, but
yeah, Chicago, they're like, we'll notify you after like August 19th.
No, August 6th, but yeah.
August 6th, okay. But I put in for that one.
I hope not August 19th, because the con's the 16th, so if we don't want the 19th,
given the fact they don't mention the name of the con, but given the challenge you had with a particular convention over, recently, don't mention the name of it. Maybe I'll get an email saying I was approved. But yeah, as far as, like I said, that goes, I did stand in for him early on when he was is he the Joker, like the original like brother character before that character done the other guy Joker. But yeah, him, Cameron Monaghan, I think was the guy's name. No.
Yeah.
No, Cameron Monaghan was
Jerome.
Who was the guy that played the mayor, Galavan?
Oh, but
and he's on Star Trek now.
Was the guy that's the Joker?
Yeah, no, I stood in for him early on in season 2 because at that point it was like Donald Logue and like anybody else. Sam. This fat, chubby, borderline beard guy was standing in for the badass that played Alfred. And they're like, after like 6 or 7 episodes, they're like, we should get a guy that looks a little more like him and basically is like the same height, definitely somewhat of the same weight. But Sam Pertwee was a sweetheart, man. I love that dude. But it's funny because you never hear much about the kid that played Bruce Wayne anymore.
Like I met him.
David?
Huh?
David?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. He was a good kid back then.
I love Robin Lord Taylor. I met him at a con, and he's a sweetheart.
I may have told this story before, but I'm going to say it now anyway, just so you know it. As a reminder, there was a day on set back in 2015 where he showed up in jeans. He wasn't scheduled to work that day, but there was a Make-A-Wish kid that was there. And he loved Gotham. He was a big fan of the show. He was a big fan, particularly of Robin Lord Taylor as Penguin. And his entire family came out to Steiner Studios that day. He had a little Penguin shirt on and all this kind of stuff. And they took pictures in the jail cell with him. They did all of these kind of things. And Robin himself gave the kid the tour, of the Batcave, of the set, of catering, of like, he was just like, it's a jeans and t-shirt kind of thing. But he gave an entire tour for this kid and the family of everything behind the scenes. And it was one of those things. I remember talking to the dad about it, and he was bored. He was, fighting off tears because of how cool the experience was that he was able to get for his kid. I do not know what happened to that kid, but it is Make-A-Wish, and it's been 9 years. So I got a pretty good idea, but I don't know what the kid's name is. But privately, not on camera, although I just blew the lid off it. Whoopsie. Whatever. You may be able to mention that. You could definitely mention the fact that he used to have to dye his hair every 2 weeks because he's a natural blonde.
Yeah. I'm not meeting Robin anytime soon, but yes, he talked about because I knew him from Walking Dead. Because I asked him, how did you get your role? And he talked about how the people that cast for Walking Dead cast for Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'm from the season where they eat the people. Let's just say that. And I was like, you're the hippie couple that, they get their food stolen. But yeah, and he talked about how that was his original hair. And then, yeah, he had to dye his hair every 2 weeks for Gotham. That had to suck.
Which, unfortunately, the stuff would actually get on his pillowcase and drive his husband crazy. So it would like stain his pillowcases. Good times. But yeah, Gotham was a lot, but you saw some cool stuff, man. You saw stuff there you will never see anywhere else.
That's really cool.
Trucks slamming into cop cars, explosions on a regular basis, machine gun fire, like waterfalls. It's just like, dude, it was budget. But anyway, Day, do you want to talk about do you want to talk about the convention that basically we did get you into?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No, this one's okay.
Okay. Is this the one that you just went this last weekend?
No, weekend prior.
Okay.
Go ahead, my dude.
Okay. Wait, what convention was that prior? Yeah. Contropolis.
Yes. That was a good one for you, man.
Yeah. Contropolis, New Jersey. Thank you very much for the experience, for allowing me to interview. Thank you for the guests. Even though there's some I wanted to interview, but y'all still opened up. Y'all were pleasant. Y'all was pretty much felt like y'all felt like buddies from a bar or something that I could grab a drink with. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the people that handled the whole convention, the management. I had interviewed a lot of people, even though I wasn't able to interview one of my childhood heroes. But it was a great experience being around him, talking to him. But I was able to interview Kyle Herb and Bob Camp, ladies and gentlemen. But there's more to come, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right now, these are the ones that are up. We still got to work on a few more of them.
Any hints of who else?
Go ahead, Day.
Shall we?
Please, go for it. Spill it.
Okay, I interviewed Reggie from Bad Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed Scott's friend from Young Rock.
Yeah, Brett Azar, who also played. Actually, speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds did a Toon Blast commercial, and if you ever saw the one with the really muscle-bound dude who's like, yeah, he's my body double. That's Brett. So
this ain't or never mind.
I interviewed Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
You interviewed Chris Sarandon?
He did. Yes, you did. You got 2 videos on that.
You son of a nutcracker.
Who else I interviewed?
Did he do his Jack voice or no because of Disney?
He didn't do his Jack
voice. Okay.
He feels like a very theater type guy to me.
Well, no, the reason why I asked that is because when I met him one time and said, "Can you do the Jack voice?" he said, "Legally, I can't because of Disney."
Could be.
So,
I interviewed Frieza from Dragon Ball.
Yes, you did. We got a
Linda Young.
She did the voice though. She did the voice.
Yeah.
Is it Linda Young or?
Yes, Linda Young.
Linda Young. Yeah. Good call.
Yep.
Who else I interviewed? I think Kramer from Seinfeld.
Larry Pankin. No, Larry Pankin was not Kramer. He did audition for Kramer, however.
Okay. So
he was in Walking Dead, I think.
Yeah. He was in Seinfeld.
He did play Kramer in the pilot episode of the pilot, like in this in-series pilot.
And I interviewed Mortal Kombat 1 Scorpion's character, and he's from another video game that's well known, that's story driven. I forgot the guy's name. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull. I got to get it more organized here.
So awesome. We got a lot of videos coming up for Dave.
Wait.
Hold on. I'm just talking while you're looking up.
Okay.
I'm letting the audience still be here, and so yeah.
I'm letting them be immersed in the experience.
Yes. While Dave's looking that up, I'm very excited that you got some more videos coming up.
Oh,
Bob Camp. I did see that video. That looked pretty fun. So good job. Congratulations.
Can I just self-brag for a sec? I'm actually really proud of these thumbnails.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time for me to build them. And I'm like, damn, these are... Gohan pissed me off so much when I tried to do that, though. But actually, yeah, no, Day did a fantastic job with that. You know, I love his approach. I love his style. Love both your styles. They're better than mine, but...
The only editing I would have did with your little pictures, I would have put a little picture of Day on top of Bob.
I don't, maybe I should have put Day in there.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, people are here to see who we're interviewing, which I get it. So, I mean, it really just depends on how you want to do it.
You know what? Let me bounce that off Day and see what he wants to do for future vids. Because in this case here, he does do a full introduction of himself, like in the first second.
Yeah.
So I do have that going on at least. But maybe I should do that. All right, Dave, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Daisuke Taiji. Yeah,
we actually interviewed him, but he's a stunt guy from Japan, from Godzilla. We've actually chatted with him before.
Oh,
but the biggest one, Jason David Frank's daughter.
Yes. Jenna
Frank.
I wish I would have known you were interviewing her, and I would have told you to tell her I said hi. Speaking of her, she featured. I was featured in her video that she posted that was posted the other day for Lexington Con, talking about her dad and stuff. And they did a video of one of the clippings was me giving her a hug and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, because she likes to hug people.
Yeah. She's literally her father.
Yeah.
Like, energy. If anyone ever met JDF at a con, she literally embraces her father 100%.
Right.
And if you don't have money to get a picture with her, she does the same thing that her dad did. Right. She will take your phone and take a picture for free. She's not about the money.
Correct.
Which is sweet.
Will she take your money? Yes. But she's not about the money.
Right.
Some of them can be, though. Some of them can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there are a lot at these conventions that you're 100% that are there just for the money. There may be an actress from Deadpool that I've met at a con that's just there for the money, but we don't mention no names.
Yeah, we're not gonna mention.
We may have mentioned her name in the stream, but that's a different story. Sorry, my dog.
Sorry, my dog. So, by the way, are you saying sorry, my dog? Or are you calling one of us? Sorry, my dog.
No, sorry, my dog.
Yeah, dude. I can't get much whiter than I just did right there.
My dog was barking, so I was saying sorry that my dog was barking.
Can we talk about the other convention?
Without mentioning names, yes. Or basically, without mentioning the challenges that existed, yes. Don't mention the name, though.
Okay. So, I also...
By the way, just to clarify, Brooklyn, Anitomo is okay. You can mention Anitomo.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Anitomo. I had the privilege to do the voice acting auditions for people, and I had the honor and the privilege to be not just with Corey Yee, who is the voice actor for different anime shows that y'all may love and know. He's the voice actor of Record of Ragnarok. He played Hermes. He's the voice actor for he's a voice actor for every character for anime. And working with him is phenomenal. I guess it got to the point that me and him became buddies after that. Also, my cousin HB Gibson, who is the voice actor for a video game known Paraphobia, he is the Watcher. So I'm also going to interview him soon or have him aboard on the show very soon.
Nice.
So
we're going to be doing more live one-on-ones and everything.
Yeah.
Especially because I got to talk to you guys about Twitter.
So also after Antonio Con, I also went to collect a con.
Yes.
My experience at that convention, I would say everybody from the people that host or handle things were phenomenal. Even the people that had their own booth was phenomenal. Even the guests were phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. Only person that wasn't there was Steve Bloom because he had travel issues. But
a lot of people are right now.
But I was able to meet Scott's friend in person, Jason Page.
Yeah.
I was able to meet my childhood people I grew up with.
That you were jealous that I met.
Whatever. Peter Cullen.
Yep.
The voice of Optimus Prime. And also I found out, I didn't realize this, he did Predator and he did Winnie the Pooh.
He was Winnie the Pooh for a little while before Jim Cummings did, yes. But he was also the sound effect of the Predator, that rattle. Yeah.
Wait, what Winnie the Pooh did he do?
He predated Jim Cummings.
Because Jim's been Pooh since the 80s.
Peter Cullen goes back earlier than that. Because Peter Cullen did a lot of work prior to Transformers. He's just known for Transformers.
Right. I didn't know that. That's cool.
He was, I forget who he was, but he did like Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling.
Because I know Peter Cullen, fun fact, is Eeyore in the Tigger movie.
Yeah, he is Eeyore. You're right.
Because I got him to sign my Tigger poster that's signed by Jim Cummings and him. But that's cool. I did not know that.
Apparently, he also did an episode of The Masked Singer as Optimus Prime.
And this guy, I had the honor and the privilege to actually meet because I watched nothing but his action films, whether he played a villain or a good guy. He's known for being a stunt devil, but also he actually performed. He is. I would say, let me rephrase that. What Scott Adkins is, he is better. He is better than Scott Adkins. And I'm talking about Ray Park, who is Dark Maul.
Oh, okay. Dark Maul, yeah.
You know, it was an honor. Oh my God. That dude, he is cool as heck. He jokes with you. He ain't feel offended. He actually respects everything. When you come to him, I'm saying to everybody, be respectful to these people, but at the same time, you'll be surprised how they'll open up and be themselves around you. These people are themselves, and I enjoy being around them. And the one thing for sure, another thing, when you're online with people, sometimes they give you stuff and say, you know what? Because originally I had this, and this is what I had at the when I went to the red carpet for Transformers Rise of the Beast. I wanted Peter Collins to autograph this. But someone online, and I'm giving you a shout out because I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but you're on my Instagram. I want to thank you because you didn't have to do this. The person gave me his Optimus Prime.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's from the new set.
And I was able to get Peter Collins to autograph it.
Nice.
And I was kind of shocked about that. And I told the guy, thank you. You ain't have to do it. He was like, no, if you ever see this video, thank you, man. Thank you. You ain't have to do it. He was like, nah, because that one you could just give it to a kid, do a Christmas. And Dark Maul I had when I went to New York Comic Con. Ray Park signed this front and side.
Nice.
And I was like, wow. And he was like, yo, and we took pictures. Yo, I really had to say, this convention was really good.
Nice.
You know, and hopefully when I come back, you know, they have other lineups that draw my interest, and that's pretty much it.
I'm surprised you didn't go meet the Yu-Gi-Oh people.
Because I don't have anything Yu-Gi-Oh.
But I meant just to go meet them.
If it doesn't intrigue him, though, I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, and calling deadlines were long. When I say long, it was long. I was able to get Ray Park and Peter Collins get in line with them because I was able to get VIP. But then later on, when I was trying to get the other people's lots, VIP was like, forget about it.
So, question: was it just Peter, not Frank?
Huh?
I don't think Frank was on that list.
No.
Huh. It's interesting to have the Optimus without the Megatron.
You don't know what the scheduling could have been like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I got this for $5 and this is a custom made Pokemon card, and I was like, yo, I have to get this.
Nice.
It was worth
your audience.
Nice.
But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, if you have suggestions, comments, thoughts, opinions.
Well, I'm going to talk to you guys off camera because I just came across something interesting that I'll throw at you guys when it comes to Twitter. So I'll mention. I think I got a couple screenshots. By the way, let me know real quick. Does my screen go dark when I do this?
No, we just see your face getting. It flashes on your face.
Okay, because right now I'm taking screenshots of my screen, so I have no idea if it's just dark on. Okay,
your face is bright, but then we can tell your face is flashing, so we know
it darkens out when you do a screenshot. Okay, good to know. All right, because I'm going to show you guys some stuff that's going to be interesting later. So
okay, cool.
But all right, so I think we're good. Unless you got anything else.
Well, the question for you, Scott, is: I know you don't normally, and I know you got a lot going on in your plate. Will you be seeing Deadpool 3 at all?
I probably will make it a point to see it. Yes. Obviously, you guys are aware it's a little chaotic with everything going on this side. And I've had to turn down certain things like, days on set. Tomorrow, I couldn't trust myself for FBI contacted me for the car. I'm like, Godfather Harlem contacted me for like wait staff again because I have my measurements already. And I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Right.
All I'm going to say is this, and it doesn't pertain to me, but a family member. Hollywood does a shit job when it comes to conveying cancer. They are so bad at it because when you live it firsthand, you see what it really is. Hollywood is basically like, oh, I have cancer. And then basically, they do a little hair and makeup. They can't breathe, flatline end. This is a lot more difficult to deal with when you're face to face with this bastard. So, but I'm not going to go into any more detail on that at this time, or possibly ever. So, but yeah, suffice it to say, it's been a little wonky on that. I will have to figure out how things play out.
Okay. I did, before we do end, quick question. What are 2 cameos that you both want to see in this movie that have not been, it could have been confirmed, but we haven't actually seen it on screen yet through the trailers? What are 2 cameos?
Gambit and Blade.
You're talking okay. I was talking actor or actress, but okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it could go either way. We can go characters like how he just said Blade, which I think we're supposed to get the Blade from the TV show that happened after Wesley Snipes' movie. That's supposedly supposed to be the cameo. But yeah, no, I was talking about it could be either way. So yeah.
Blake Lively.
I want to see Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, you know who actually would be fascinating to see? Scarlett Johansson or Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Alanis Morissette especially, because boy, how many years has it been for that? For those of you that don't know, when Ryan Reynolds was still in TV, he actually dated Alanis Morissette, who was like 6 years older than he was.
What's the Scarlet app?
They were married.
He was married to Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, that's a little awkward. You know, by the way, fun fact, actually, the Jensen Ackles, who was actually in talk to be Deadpool, one of the reasons he didn't want to do it is because his ex-girlfriend was on set. And it's like, yeah, it's a little awkward. I'm going to, basically, when I release the 10 fun facts, I'm going to add a story of my own to that. And why, yes, it is very, very awkward when you have an ex on set.
Yeah, I could see that. Two people I'd like to see I want to see Cyclops from the original X-Men. I want to see him come back. Scott Summers, but whatever they act. Jason Marsden.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's plausible. Because, I mean, if Hugh Jackman's already in there, you could bring in Famke Janssen, Halle Berry.
And I want to see I know this is it's been rumored, but it's not confirmed until we actually see it. I want to see Chris Evans as Human Torch.
There's been talk of that, yes.
Yeah. So those are two I hope that do come true. I know we obviously won't know. And I will put this out. Please do not spoil the movie once it comes out.
Please don't. I will personally come to your house.
Be careful.
No, I ain't. Look, you spoil this movie, I personally come to your house knocking at your door. It'll be like that movie. They're not.
It's like the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when basically they go after everybody who trashed them on the internet, beat the crap out of them individually.
Yes, so do not, please, I'm telling you, do not. If you're at the review, just give a non-spoiler review. Do not spoil the film, because if you do, I'm coming to your house, and I will rain down.
I will say. To be
furious anger as I vengeance upon me.
I will say, please, for anyone that does see this movie at all this week, if it's either tonight or if it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, please do not ruin the movie for anybody, especially with the amount of cameos we're supposed to get. This movie is going to be the best to see in theaters because you're going to have the audience yell. I already expect it. The best movie theater experience I had was Spider-Man No Way Home. When Toby and Andrew both showed up, my entire theater was freaking yelling. That's
everybody was
I want to
have. See that.
And that's where I was going back with earlier about the trailers giving spoilers, because yes, I understand that they do that to hype up, but I would have liked to see those first in theaters and be like, whoa, But if Ryan Reynolds, which he has been doing this movie, he knows what he's doing with these trailers. I have a feeling he has some kind of control. That means we're just going to get a lot more cameos, which I'm down for. So let's bleeping go. And no spoilers.
What an obscenity.
Let's go. Deadpool.
There you
Deadpool University.
All right.
And
by the way, I'll be counting on you guys to give your spoiler-free review when the time comes. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. You can't do twisters, but I think people will be more interested in this anyway. So,
yeah, I already got that for you when I go see it Saturday or Sunday. I've already got you, and I know
here Saturday, Sunday, or Monday.
So my name's Rob. That's Day, and that's Scott, and this is Tales from the Film Set. Woo!